Starting your own business is a path to building the life you've always wanted, but you don't have to go it alone. Let Zen Business be the trusted guide on your journey to success, giving you the essential skills and tools you need to quickly and easily turn your idea into a money-making business. If you've been thinking of starting your own business recently, you're not alone. People everywhere are trading in their stressful, unfulfilling jobs for a life full of autonomy and potential. Zen Business is here to help you balance starting and running a successful company with managing your own well-being. You don't have to be an expert at everything to get started on your journey. Zen Business makes all the business stuff easier so you can stay focused on your passion. Their all-in-one platform combines fast and simple business formation services with helpful resources and tools so you can quickly start making money and running your business with ease. Build the life you always wanted and get to your first dollar faster with the Zen Business platform. Get started today for as low as $49 at zenbusiness.com/dream. That's zenbusiness.com/dream.
But I want to start with what we saw last night. So what do you guys think of Thursday Night Football? Green Bay, 24-21.
Oh, it was a great game. Great game. I love the way it ended. Like every game out there in Arizona has to end with an interception, right? That was the theme going around. It's like, woo, it's going to happen. Of course it is. Different situation, but still same.
So this game, obviously we know what happened. You know, you got Lazard and you got Devontae Adams out. Valdez-Scantling had the hammy. So that led, of course, you got Aaron Rodgers. And people just can't wait. They can't wait. They just sit around and forget about the fact that he doesn't win Super Bowls anymore. But they just, if they get their moment, that they can't wait to call him the greatest of all time. And a simple game in Week 8 led Myron Metcalf of ESPN tweet out, Tom Brady, he can't go down to Arizona without his top 3 receivers and beat the number 1 team in the NFL. Aaron Rodgers is the greatest to ever play that position. That was his tweet.
He's the
greatest to ever play because of a Week 8 game going to Arizona.
I know. I thought the whole Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback ever to play the game was over. I thought it was done with. I thought it was, especially since Brady went up to Green Bay and his team beat the MVP's team, Aaron Rodgers' Green Bay Packers team, and then went on to win the Super Bowl. I thought that debate was over. It's been resurrected. Like, he's the best to ever do it all over again.
So he's the greatest. But that said, it doesn't mean he's the best.
Yeah, that drives me insane. Like, and this need to push Aaron Rodgers in front of Joe Montana, in front of Tom Brady, in front of Troy Aikman, in front of John Elway, in front of Dan Marino, in front of Brett Favre. It's like it's nuts. It's like, what is this guy? What has he done other than one Super Bowl? I'm not saying it's not an accomplishment. Okay, an MVP, I get it. It's a big deal, but in comparison to the other guys that I think are ahead of him, he's not accomplished enough. So it's amazing. So it took him one game to play with some receivers not out, like not all of them. Like the whole team had a bunch of players missing.
This is the one thing, Fitzy, that I would look at, and it's like, the 3 wide receivers. Okay, he was missing Devontae Adams. Can we slow down? On Valdez-Scantling and his 6 catches in 3 games. Mm-hmm. Like we just lost his weapon. Like, it's like the Patriots. N'Keal Harry's not playing. I mean, they lost one of their wide receivers. I mean, Valdez-Scantling has 6 catches in 3 games. And we know what Lazard is, whatever. He's got 15 catches in 7 games. Aaron Rodgers is most targeted guy. He lost Devontae Adams. Let's be real. He lost Devontae Adams. The second most targeted guy on his team is Aaron Jones, and he used him last night. The third most targeted guy on his team is Robert Tonyan, and he used him last night until he got hurt. And that's pretty much what it was. Dillon and Jones ran for 137 yards. You know what the story of the game was? Kyler Murray being 4 for 8 in the first half for 73 yards. 4 for 8. Kyler Murray was the story. And that defense and what they did to him, and Hopkins leaving that game early, what they did to that offense really is the story. Because I don't consider 22 for 37, 184 yards, and getting the ball twice, in turnovers, inside the 5 or 10 yard line and scoring, like as just validation on Week 8 in Arizona that is it. This is proof that he's the greatest of all time. Like it's over. Like it's over. The people that still continue with this greatest of all time with Aaron Rodgers, I just don't get it. Like, it's pissing me off, Fitzy.
Oh, I don't let it get to you, Lou. At this point now, people are just looking for something else to talk about because this is such a wonky, upside down, and at times unpredictable NFL season, much more so, I think, even than last year's that was stricken by the pandemic. It's inarguable that Aaron Rodgers probably throws the prettiest football in the NFL right now, maybe that I've ever seen. The arm strength, the natural arm talent, his physical abilities, they're unbelievable. He's one of the all-time great quarterbacks. And what he did last night was pretty special. Knocked off an undefeated team, took an undermanned squad out on the road to Arizona and got the W. He also made me some money last night, so I'd like to tip my cap and say thank you very much. I had Packers both the spread and the money line last night and the under, so that was nice. But in terms of saying that he's better than Tom Brady, it's ridiculous. Why would anyone take that bait? Why would you see that big fake worm sitting there in the middle of the lake and bite at it, Lou? Anyone who takes a nibble on that is dumber than the person who actually wrote it. He's not. It's a great effort. He's not.
You could just leave Brady out of the equation. I'm done with comparisons to Brady. Use Patrick Mahomes. Use Lamar Jackson. Use some. I'm not kidding.
And by the way, Fourier,
use somebody else.
Fourier, real quick. If there's ever an argument to be made when you say like use Patrick Mahomes, the argument can now officially be made that maybe Patrick Mahomes should pull an Aaron Rodgers and stop talking to his family, because ever since he got married, he's got a losing record. And he's got the worst brother in the NFL.
Yeah, but his brother's still part of his life. Aaron Rodgers doesn't even speak to his. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, brother goes to the game. He just does stupid stuff. That's the issue with that.
That's what I'm saying.
And then maybe, the new child and the whole marriage thing's kind of, left. He doesn't have any edge anymore.
Listen, if you can win a Super Bowl throwing to Jermaine Wiggins, I'm sorry, that has to make you the greatest player of all time.
That's
right?
probably a delicacy.
Hey, sorry, Wiggins.
We're facing Keenan McCardle this weekend, by the way. How about Jimmy Smith? Are we going to prepare for him, too? Fred Taylor active this weekend?
And there's two Jared Cooks. There's Jared's Cooks.
Jared's Cooks.
There's a couple of them.
But twins.
There's a couple of them. But no, this
I missed that one.
Listen,
Jared's Cook. It's like a restaurant.
Jared's Cook. The game last night was fun. Okay, it was. It was an ugly game, if you ask me. I didn't think it was like this great game. I know it's a close game at the end, the interception. I get it, but to me that game really was more about Kyler Murray. Like, what the hell was that? Given with the run that this guy has been on recently. And I understand a lot of guys are out, but when your number one target is Devontae, he is out. I get it. But your number two target is Aaron Jones. And he did it again last night. He had 11 targets last night, 7 catches. I mean, he and A.J. Dillon, they did a great job of running A.J. Dillon like 16 times. He ran for like 80 yards. They ran the hell out of the ball, and they used Aaron Jones like they always do out of the backfield. He was missing Devontae Adams. It was a very good win, and a big win in the NFC. Both 2-7-1 teams now. It's a big win.
That's a pretty damn good backup running back they got out there in Arizona. BC's own Dillon is a monster. You want to talk about all that? Hey, dear Ramondre Stevenson, you want to know who we want you to turn into or what you can be? Look out to those Green Bay games. That guy is a load. And by the way, the fact that Aaron Jones is the second most targeted player on the Green Bay offense, I understand now why they paid him the money they did in this offseason, because he's great between the tackles. He's got terrific hands, and you can line him up all over the formation, Lou. He's great.
Yeah, he is. Why you don't give him the ball at the 2-yard line 3 times? I have no idea. And that one when they kicked the field goal, so be it.